How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. I have a pretty good sized project here to work on. I want some type of a hoist in my garage. I'd like to have a crane with an I-beam, and we're going to be setting that up here in the workshop. So we'll have some way of lifting things without putting a jack underneath of them. And I've always used, I had a pulley in the old Homestead garage that was hooked up in the rafters, and we used that to do different things with. And well, I want something a little bit heavier. So eventually we might start building, we got the sawmill, we might start building some tables and different things. And they're going to have some pretty heavy tops on them. So this is going to be nice, hopefully, to be able to lift some of that stuff and take the burden off our back. I had a company set me out electric hoist. So this is going to be a lot nicer. We used to use an old boat crank, and it was a little bit rough, but I'm getting older now. It's nice to have some electric. That works out great, hydraulics and electric. So I'm going to show you this hoist that they sent me. It's a company named Beamnova. I'll leave the name right across the screen. They're on Amazon. They sell a lot of this stuff. So we're going to give this a try and see how it works. So let me show you what we have right here to work with. Now, all this stuff right here on the table, you can get from the same company. They have this hoist, and they have these trolleys. So we're going to be putting this together. This is going to be pretty nice. It has a handle where we can control it from down here. And then we're going to have a beam trolley on the top, so we'll be able to move whatever it is back and forth in the garage from one side to the other to get it out of the way. Let's say we wanted to pull a motor out of a small car or something, we'd be able to hoist it up with this and then pull it away from the car with this here, which is, I think, going to be pretty nice. This hoist here comes with this piece here, which you can attach to your whatever you're going to attach it, a beam or something up in the top. They give you some lugs, but we're not going to be using this because we're going to be attaching it right to our trolley. It does have a remote also with it. It has some straps that come with it, and of course your owner's manual instruction guide. This is going to be a few days. It's going to take me a few days, but it's going to be a lot of work. We have an I-beam. I'll show you here in a minute. This big board that you see on the side here, this big beam here, I was going to go to Lowe's and pick up a 6x6, but they're like 60 bucks. So we're not going to be using a 6x6 from Lowe's. I went to the sawmill and cut me out a nice 6x6. That is going to be a really nice beam for underneath of our I-beam. And I'll show you the I-beam. Alright, this is the I-beam that we're going to be using. We're going to put this across on top of the shipping container, and it's going to go over to the wall, and then we're going to put that beam underneath of it on that wall. And it is about 5 3/4 of an inch wide, and it is 6 inches high. So we're going to have to notch a little bit up there, but I think we can do it, and I think we can do a pretty good job. That's a pretty heavy I-beam, and it'll lift. We can lift anything we want to lift on it, I'm sure. Okay, that's a quick look at the stuff that I have to get this started, and I don't think we're going to need much more to get it done. There's a few things I might need, but I don't think it's very much. So that being said, I do want to let you guys know I'm going to be leaving links in the description down below for the hoist and a I-beam trolley. Now don't forget, if you want to buy an I-beam trolley, you have to make sure that it matches your I-beam, because these are set up to do different size I-beams. So you want to make sure it fits your I-beam, make sure you measure it, and it says that it will fit. So don't forget, look in the description for links, and let's get this video started. Okay, I got this all marked out. I needed 6 inches above there, so we're gonna have to cut that beam up there 6 inches. It's not really gonna hurt anything. It's about 2 inches, and the beam is actually gonna be underneath that to hold it up anyhow. So I think we'll be fine on that part. Now we're gonna drill this beam in. I'm gonna put this beam in, but I'm gonna drill all the way from outside to inside, and we're gonna put some huge lags in there. It's gonna hold it into place pretty good. Now that little notch up there is just so that beam can go all the way back underneath of that board, which is going to help support that. Now we're going to start drilling our holes through the outside. Okay, I got this beam held in here. I got a clamp holding it up against the 4x4, and I put a couple of screws, just kind of toenailed them in there. We're going to go to the outside and start putting our lags in. We got 4 pretty huge lags to put in, and I think that's going to hold it in pretty good. And then we're going to take lags and we're going to go through the side this way. Now, all it's got to do is hold it straight up. There's no pressure pulling out or anything. The beam will just set on top of it. All it's doing is resting on the top of it. So let's get out there and put our bolts in now. So we have 4 holes that look just like this all the way down through here. And we're gonna have to do a lag in each one of these guys. Okay, that's what our lag looks like when it's finished. We're gonna have 4 of these on the outside of the building. I'm gonna go ahead and finish them and I'll get you guys back in here. So now I come inside, we have all the bolts, there's 4 of them big lags out there, and we're gonna do 2 on the inside. I'm gonna put 1 in here and 1 up here, in between the 4 that are outside. And then I'm hoping that should be enough for us. right, we're going to do one more up here, and then we're going to be pretty much done with this guy. I guess we could take this clamp off now. Now all that beam, like I said, has to do is stand there. The weight is going to be on the top pressing down. Should be nothing pushing it either way. It should be a good pressure down. We have the 4 lags going in the back wall, and then we have 2 more lags going in this side over here. I think it's up there pretty good. I don't think we're going to have any issues with it. So our next step is going to be putting that beam across the top, and it's got to go right across on top of the Connex box. It's going to set on top of that. There's a board up there. We're going to set it right on top of it. So our next one, we got to get that beam in here and get it ready. Okay, I'm going to stop this video. It's getting to be a little bit long, but I do want to let everybody know that this video has been sponsored by Beamnova. It's a company on Amazon that sells Hoist, and they sell these I-beam trolleys. Good company. They have a variety of different hoists you can buy and beam trolleys. So I'm going to be leaving a link in the description down below. If you guys are interested in anything like this, as far as building a hoist in your shop, these tools are going to make your life a lot easier. So in the next video, we're going to be putting the I-beam up. And I'm going to try to do this without asking for help, and it's a very heavy beam, so you may want to keep your eyes open for that next video and see if I get that beam up there. So don't forget, check the links down below for any of these hoist and your I-beam cradle. I think you guys will find out a pretty good company. At least they put up with me. So I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.